A game this so engraved into sporting history. These two teams have squared up so many times before. It is a rivalry whose significance has never been diluted and never ever will be, all stemming from that simple dread at the very idea of losing each to the other. Everyone here is obliged to win. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Decent chance! Oh, that wasn't far away.
Nothing wrong with the idea. Inches away.
Bernal. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, this lad, Pau Cubarsí, is another defender schooled in the art of total football. I mean, the strength is part of the package for any centre-back, but what marks him out is his excellent reading of the game, his confidence to go and get on the ball and link up with people further up the pitch. This guy's outstanding.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Cross in, looks like a good one. Fermin. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Oh, what a mistake! And the shot! Goal! Barcelona! And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who was left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
Barcelona penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Well, the roof's just about stayed on, but the crowd level has gone up a notch or 10.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Cubarsí.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet. That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
And here's Vinicius Junior. Shot could be a... Voila!
Will simply have to tip his hat to the keeper here, because that was a magnificent save.
Rafinha. Goulet. Good driving run. He's having a shot! And that would have been some goal.
Goulet really may get an earful from his teammates for not looking up to see what was around him, but I think he was perfectly entitled to try it for himself.
Pedri. Pass somewhat off target. And here's Vinicius Junior. Can he finish? Yes, it's in! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
And he's picked it up out wide. Cross in. It's out for a goal kick. Bernal. More and more pressure on the ball here. Yamal. Nicely aimed pass. Nicely spread. Pedri did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Lopez. Now it's Yamal. Here's chance! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Yamal, not one to pass up the chance to run up the defence. He loves those duels.
Well, you can't grumble when a player at least tries to make something happen.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Great skill, that's nice. Araujo, well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Yamal's cross climbs up big, and he's done it! It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball, made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Barcelona get themselves into the lead. That's a shade optimistic. Martin. And the referee brings the first half to a close. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
Barcelona needed that. They really needed it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Tchouaméni cuts out the pass. And it's Lopez. Vinicius Junior, given the lift of his goal, couldn't squeeze it through. So can they find a way to turn round this deficit? And here's Vinicius Junior. And we have our very first corner. Pau Kubasi with the clearance.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Now it's Rafinha. Oh, that's fabulous. And that is a little undercooked.
Right here, right now, it's not looking favourable. They're chasing the ball and the game.
And here's Goulet. Oh, it's a great ball here. Played into space. Pau Kubas. Oh, what has happened here? Tries a shot! There it is! They've done it again! It is incredible!
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Yeah, there's going to be a significant change of approach, I think. They really are shaking up their attack now.
This is quite a battle.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Chouameni is being harried and hassled.
Well, they've got to deny him time and space, and that's one way of ensuring it. Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's it.
Decent chance! In he goes again! It's a goal! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Complete awareness. He understood what was needed and he executed it smoothly.
Well, the defence were being far too casual there, Peter. Far too slow to switch on to the danger. That's the kind of thing that makes managers go crazy.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it. An impact sub.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
And a shot! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
I'm really impressed with the tenacity he's shown to intercept that. That's how they're going to make things happen.
And that has been cleared. And now they can spring out of defence. Brilliantly cut out. Now it's Brahim Diaz. Just 5 minutes left. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped. This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now he's off and running. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. And he has been fouled there. And he is going into that little black book.
Well, what possessed him to do that, Peter, I have no idea. It's not in keeping with the quality of the performance. Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
Nice bit of trickery. Oh, no question, that's a foul. Now then, what's happening here? He is already on a yellow. Carvajal has been sent off, just to confirm that, of course, that was his second yellow card.
Well, what possessed him to do that, Peter, I have no idea. It's not in keeping with the quality of the performance.
That's a delicate pass. That's that, the end. Madrid have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwaveringly to win. A great performance by any measure.